why is it so important? And why are supply chains so important? First, because they provide a major opportunity to reduce costs and increase contribution margin. Remember that our role is always to increase efficiency. And efficiency implies reducing costs, increasing sales, and in this case increasing product contribution margins. Also because suppliers represent the highest cost in most companies, according to the book close to 52%. However, that's something that will have to be compared later with the inventories costs that are close to 40% of some companies' assets. But the main importance here, and I would like to drill it very, very hard into your heads. Competition today is no longer between companies, but between supply chains. He who has a better supply chain wins every single time. Now, let's check how supply chains decisions affect strategy. Let's start with suppliers' goals. When we're working on a low-cost strategy, the supplier's goal is to supply demand at the lowest possible cost. When we are in a response strategy, the supplier's goal is to respond quickly to changing requirements and demand to minimize stockouts. When we're working on a differentiation strategy, the supplier's goal is to share market research and jointly develop products and options. Now, if we go on to the next one, what is the primary selection criteria? Well, in the low cost, just check out the cost. In a response strategy, check out capacity, speed, and flexibility. In the differentiation strategy, check out for product development skills. The process characteristics for low cost, we try to keep high average utilization. In the response strategy, we invest in excess capacity and flexible processes so that we can always respond to changes in the market. In the differentiation strategy, we tend to use modular processes. The inventory characteristics. In low cost, we try to minimize inventory. In the response strategy, we develop a responsive system with buffer stock position that is enough to be able to absorb any oscillations in the market. In the differentiation, again, we tend to minimize inventory, but in difference to low cost, here is to avoid obsolescence. Here was trying to keep costs down. The lead time characteristics here is try to shorten them. Here we will try to reduce production lead time, and here reduce development lead time. And finally, the product design characteristics. Here's try to maximize performance and minimize costs. In response, use product designs that lead to a low setup time and rapid production ramp-up so that we can respond to changes in the market. And here we use a modular design to postpone product differentiation for as long as possible. Now, supply chains have their own risks, so it's better to start talking about it very quickly. Today, companies are making less and buying more. Most of the companies, of the hugely successful companies, tend to simply outsource, buy from other companies. For example, how many factories do you think that Apple has? Exactly 0. Apple outsources everything. They are buying more. That means that companies are more reliant on the supply chains and the risks that they bring. COVID-19 and its interruption of supply chains has demonstrated this amply. Managing the new integrated supply chain is a strategic challenge. In any supply chain, vendor reliability and quality could be challenging. But today, with a very tight, very fast, low inventory supply chain, well, COVID-19 has made the point that it is hugely risky to follow this path. That's why companies are having to rethink and perhaps redesign their supply chains. Our lesson will continue in the next video.